Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having the best day ever. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do tea video, pop culture videos every day. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 26,000, which I'm so incredibly grateful, you guys. So if you want to help a smaller creator out, I would be very thankful. You guys grab a snack and a drink. Today's video, I don't really consider it tea just because we are talking about a very serious topic, which is SA. So I am definitely going to put out a little trigger warning. We are going to be talking about delicate things. So I just want you guys to be prepared and know that, I'm going to say it as calmly and peaceful as I possibly can. Of course, I will have to be using the word allegedly. You guys know. So yeah, just wanted to hop on and say all that. So if I'm a little more serious in this video, it's because it is a more serious topic. So I'm not gonna do a lot of the sass that you guys love so much. We're gonna talk about, real stuff. Before I do, I was so over TikTokers, especially after watching sometimes they just seem so obnoxious. Not all of them, but like some of them, like the Bryce Halls of it all. But I was so pleasantly surprised and I was so proud of Jack. If you guys don't know what's going on, Jack Wright, I believe, is in the Hype House or was in the Hype House. And he is coming out accusing another TikToker by the name of Sienna Gomez and basically saying that she took advantage of him many times. Back like 6 months ago, his friends would send out like cryptic messages and stuff accusing Sienna, and a video came out of her straddling him. But now Jack is finally sharing his truth. And, I am so proud of Jack for sharing his truth. I'm so proud of Jack for... It's not easy, it's not an easy thing to do, it's a scary thing to come out with, especially I think there's like this weird stigma if you're a boy and it happens to you, like it's dumb obviously that there's like this whole thing surrounding that, but I just found it to be so brave of him. So he basically finally spoke out and he said that, Sienna did allegedly some really fucked up shit. For example, she basically, he says that she would constantly, like, touch him, so, be all over him. When he was sleeping, she would grope his private area. She would sneak into his house. She would drive up and he would wake up and her car is there. She would break into his room, like a bunch of crazy shit. One night, so basically he says that it all started one day that he was in bed, he was sleeping, whatever, and then she just starts taking off all her clothes and straddles him, like just the craziest shit, okay? And he says in the video that he really feels like it happened so many times that he felt like it was like a normal thing. Like, oh, here she is once again not respecting my boundaries. He would tell her, please stop, get off me. He would actually even yell at her. He sometimes, would try and push her off without trying to use too much force so he doesn't hurt her. Like, she was really allegedly like not getting it, and it sounds like she had a serious issue. And, he basically says in the video that he was in hell and that he told her so many times to stop and she just would not take the hint. Well, 6 months ago when that video came out of her on top of him allegedly doing all that, she did make an apology video. Well, not apology. She actually... I just watched the whole video. She basically said that everybody's lying, that her and Jack actually had a kind of like a flirty relationship, and that they would always kiss and they would always touch, and that there's so many TikToks to prove it, and all of that is just to like cancel her. And so back then she did that. She took like a month off, and then she came back and then started doing TikToks like normal. Well, he finally spoke out today, and with him speaking out actually overnight, because that video came out yesterday, She has now lost over 400,000 followers, I believe, on like all platforms. Like she's losing followers everywhere. Her main thing is TikTok. She actually disabled all of her comments. And you know what? Here's the thing. Like I always say, like if you have nothing to hide, then like what's the thing? She did say in the apology video that the night, November 30th, when that video was taken, which was her on top of him, his friend says that she was on top of him while he was unconscious and that he heard kissing noises and that her hand was on his crotch. Well, in the video that she posted 6 months ago, she says that he was very much awake and that he was kissing her back because they did have a romantic relationship. She also points out that the next day they filmed a lot of TikToks. He says yesterday that he probably stuck around. He still hung out with her and stuff because he didn't quite understand what was happening and he was used to it. And he was getting used to that type of abuse. And that he finally knows now that that is wrong. And that is the beautiful thing, is that, a lot of people are like, well, you should have said something right when it happened. You should have, done blah, 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 right? But everyone has different ways of processing things. Everyone has different ways of facing things. And I really am sure that he, at such a young age, didn't know what was happening. He didn't know, you know what I mean? And also you have so many followers. You're seen by millions of people. And, it's very empowering to see such a young person be so brave. And come out and say, the video has over 8 million views already. Sienna has not said anything just yet. She was very quick to do a video back then. So we're probably going to get another video from her. I just honestly, I think it's like sometimes it takes a little longer for people to process, but it doesn't take away from their trauma. And that is what I hope people understand, because some of the comments that I've been reading are like, well, 6 months ago you should have done this video. You can't tell an SA victim what to do, how to process, how to say things. You just can't do that. And I think people, after watching his video, are unsubscribing and unfollowing her because, they realize that what she's done allegedly is wrong. So I'm very curious to see what type of video she's going to create, what type of video she's going to do, like what she's going to say. I don't know if there's a lot to say. I think that at this point, it is our job to not only show him respect and admiration, but to also show other people out there who are brave enough to come out and say something, especially, like I said before, of the stigma of like the girl doing it to the boy, which is so stupid because SA can happen anywhere. So it's a very beautiful thing, I think, that what he did. And I love that he said at the end of the video, he said like, I believe you, to like any other victim out there. So I'm proud of him. And she ran to disable all her comments, and again, like I say, if you have nothing to hide, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to be scared of. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm definitely going to keep you guys posted. I know that you guys are like, girl, I've never seen you this serious. Well, it is a serious subject, and I never want this to like come off like I'm spilling tea, because I don't consider this to be tea. You know what I mean? So anyways, you guys, I hope you have a fabulous day. I'm sending all my love and admiration to all of you guys out there who are brave enough to share your story. And if you don't feel brave enough to share your story today or ever, that's okay too. You have to be able to process things, and even if it takes years, your story is still valid and you should always be believed. And I for sure think that everyone has everyone should have the right and the time to be heard. So I love you all so much. Have a fabulous day. Mwah.